Every weekend, millions of homeowners roll their lawnmower out of the garage, believing they're about to do exactly what the professionals do. The engine starts, the blades spin, the grass gets cut, job done. But then something strange happens. A professional landscaping crew can mow the exact same property. Using a mower with similar horsepower, similar blades, and the same gasoline. Yet somehow the lawn looks completely different. The stripes are sharper, the color is richer, the cut is smoother. Even months later, the lawn stays healthier. So what's the secret? It isn't a $20,000 mower, it isn't expensive fertilizer, and it definitely isn't luck. The difference comes from a handful of habits that professional landscapers learn during their first season on the job. After that, they become automatic. Most homeowners never learn them. Not because they're difficult, but because no one ever teaches them. And every time one of those habits is ignored, the lawn pays the price. Sometimes it's uneven stripes. Sometimes it's brown tips across the entire yard. Sometimes it's a mower that works far harder than it needs to. Today, we're uncovering 7 professional lawn care habits that quietly separate an average-looking yard from one that looks professionally maintained. None of them require expensive equipment. Most take only a few minutes. But together, they completely change how your lawn looks and how long your mower lasts. Let's start with the one thing professionals check before they even start the engine. Hack 1. The 60-second check that changes every cut. Ask 10 homeowners when they last checked their mower's tire pressure. Most won't remember. Some have never checked it at all. It seems harmless. If all 4 tires have air, the mower should cut level, right? Not exactly. Here's what's really happening. Your cutting deck doesn't sit directly on the ground. It hangs from the mower's frame. The tires support that frame. If one rear tire is only 3 or 4 psi lower than the other, that corner of the mower drops slightly. It doesn't sound like much, but that tiny difference tilts the deck just enough for one blade to cut lower than the other. The result? One side of your lawn is slightly shorter. The other stays slightly taller. Most homeowners spend years adjusting deck height or replacing blades trying to fix an uneven cut, when the real problem is hiding inside the tires. Professional landscapers don't guess. Before every mowing session, they grab a small digital tire gauge and spend less than a minute checking all 4 tires. The pressure listed on the tire sidewall isn't just a suggestion. It's what keeps the deck level and the blades cutting evenly. On most residential riding mowers, rear tires typically run between 10 and 14 psi, while the front tires usually fall between 8 and 12 psi. The exact numbers aren't as important as consistency. Both tires on the same axle should match, every time. That tiny habit costs almost nothing, but it's one of the fastest ways to improve the quality of every cut, because a perfectly sharp blade can't compensate for a deck that's already leaning before the engine even starts. And surprisingly, uneven cutting isn't the mistake professionals worry about most. The next habit doesn't just affect how your lawn looks. It determines whether your grass grows thicker or slowly becomes weaker every single week. Hack 2. The 1/3 rule pros never break. Imagine leaving for vacation. 2 weeks later, you come home to a lawn that's nearly twice as tall as normal. Most homeowners have the same reaction. Lower the deck. Cut everything in one pass. Get it over with. The lawn looks neat for a day or two. Then the tips turn brown. Thin patches begin appearing. The mower struggles through thick grass, and suddenly, the yard looks worse than it did before it was cut. Professional landscapers almost never make this mistake, because they understand something that's happening inside every blade of grass. The top portion of the grass acts like a solar panel. It captures sunlight and stores the energy the plant needs to stay healthy. Remove too much of it at once, and the grass immediately shifts into survival mode. Instead of building stronger roots, it spends its energy replacing the leaf tissue it just lost. The roots weaken. Growth slows. Bare spots begin appearing. And weeds suddenly have an opportunity to move in. That's why professionals follow what's known as the 1/3 rule. Never remove more than 1/3 of the grass blade in a single mowing. If the lawn is badly overgrown, they don't force the mower to do everything at once. They make multiple passes, The first at the highest deck setting, the second slightly lower, sometimes even a third pass if needed. It takes a few extra minutes, but the lawn recovers faster, the engine works less, and the final result looks dramatically better. The same rule applies throughout the season. Don't mow because it's Saturday. Mow because the grass is ready. If your ideal height is around 3 inches, it's time to mow when it reaches about 4.5. That's how professionals keep lawns consistently healthy instead of constantly trying to recover them. But even if your tire pressure is perfect and you follow the 1/3 rule every single time, there's another problem hiding underneath almost every mower. You can't see it while you're mowing, but it quietly ruins cut quality with every pass. And that's exactly what we're uncovering next. The hidden mistakes under your mower. If you've been following along, your mower is already cutting more accurately than most. Your deck is level. You're following the 1/3 rule. But there's another problem that almost every homeowner misses because it's completely out of sight. It's hiding underneath the mower, and every hour you ignore it, the quality of your cut slowly gets worse. Hack 3. The 3-minute deck cleaning professionals. Never skip. Turn your mower over after a few weekends of mowing. What you'll probably find isn't just a little grass. It's a hard layer of dried clippings, dirt and debris packed tightly against the underside of the deck. Most homeowners never think about it. After all, if you can't see it while mowing, how much difference can it really make? Quite a lot. The underside of your mower deck isn't just a piece of metal holding the blades. It's an airflow chamber. As the blades spin at thousands of revolutions per minute, they create powerful suction that lifts every blade of grass upright just before it's cut. That's what produces that clean, even finish. Now imagine slowly filling that chamber with hardened grass and mud. The airflow becomes restricted. Instead of standing upright, some grass bends over. Some gets sliced unevenly. Some gets missed completely. The mower has to work harder because the blades are pushing through compacted debris instead of clean air. Professional crews know this. That's why many of them scrape the underside of the deck every 5 to 6 hours of mowing. It sounds excessive, until you realize it only takes about 3 minutes. Disconnect the spark plug wire first, then tip the mower correctly with the air filter side facing upward to prevent oil from entering the air filter. Use a plastic scraper, putty knife, or wooden tool to remove the buildup. The difference is immediate. Better airflow, cleaner cuts, less strain on the engine. Many professionals even use a simple reminder. Every time they've gone through about 3 tanks of fuel, it's time to clean the deck again. It's one of the easiest maintenance habits you can build, and one of the most overlooked. The next mistake is quietly damaging your lawn. A clean deck improves airflow, but it can't fix another problem that's happening at the very edge of the blade itself. A problem that leaves thousands of tiny wounds across your lawn every single weekend. Hack 4. Why sharp blades matter more than horsepower. Ask most homeowners when they sharpen their mower blades. The answer is usually, last spring. Then the entire season goes by without touching them again. Professionals work very differently. Instead of sharpening once a year, many sharpen their blades every 8 to 12 hours of mowing. Not because the blades stop cutting, because they stop cutting cleanly. Imagine trying to slice a tomato with a butter knife. You can force it through, but instead of making a clean cut, it crushes and tears the surface. A dull mower blade does exactly the same thing to grass. Instead of slicing the tip cleanly, it rips it apart. Within a day or two, those torn edges dry out and turn brown. Many homeowners think the lawn needs more water or more fertilizer. In reality, the problem started with a dull blade, and the damage doesn't stop there. A dull blade creates more resistance. The engine works harder. Fuel consumption increases. Heat builds inside the engine. Over an entire season, that's unnecessary wear your mower never needed to experience. Fortunately, checking your blades is simple. Look closely at the tips of the grass a day or two after mowing. If the ends look clean and smooth, your blades are doing their job. If they appear frayed or brown, it's time to sharpen. When you remove the blade, inspect the cutting edge. Small nicks, rounded edges, or rolled metal are all signs the blade has lost its edge. Sharpen it with a hand file or bench grinder. then balance it before reinstalling. That last step matters more than many people realize. A blade that's even slightly heavier on one side creates vibration every time it spins. Those vibrations travel into the spindle bearings. Over hundreds of hours, that extra stress can shorten the life of expensive components throughout the mower. Professional landscapers understand that sharpening isn't just about appearance, it's preventative maintenance. A sharper blade protects the lawn and the machine, but even a perfectly maintained mower can leave an uneven lawn. Your deck is clean, your blades are sharp, your tire pressure is correct. Yet many homeowners still struggle to achieve that golf course finish. Why? Because they're making the exact same passes, week after week, year after year. Professionals never do, and that simple habit changes far more than most people realize. The habits that separate a good lawn from a great one. By now, you've leveled your deck, protected your grass with the 1/3 rule, cleaned the underside of the mower, and made sure your blades are actually cutting instead of tearing. Those 4 habits alone will put you ahead of most homeowners. But professionals still do 3 more things that make an average lawn look exceptional, and none of them cost a single dollar. Hack 5. Stop mowing the same pattern every week. Walk through almost any neighborhood. You'll notice something. Most homeowners mow exactly the same way every weekend. They start in the same corner, drive the same path, finish in the same place. Week after week, month after month. It feels efficient, but your lawn is quietly adapting to it. Grass naturally leans in the direction it's repeatedly cut. If you always mow north to south, the blades gradually begin leaning that way. Eventually, they no longer stand completely upright before the mower reaches them. The cut becomes less even with perfectly sharp blades. There's another problem. Your tires follow the same tracks every single week. Over time, those repeated passes compact the soil beneath them. Compacted soil holds less air. Less water reaches the roots. Low spots begin forming. Those areas stay wetter after rain, making them more vulnerable to weeds and lawn disease. Professional landscapers avoid both problems with one simple habit. They rotate their mowing pattern every time they cut. North to south 1 week, east to west the next, then diagonal, then the opposite diagonal. Changing direction keeps the grass standing upright from different angles, while spreading tire pressure across the lawn instead of concentrating it in the same tracks. As a bonus, those alternating directions naturally create the striping effect you see on golf courses and sports fields. Not because professionals own special equipment, because they understand how light reflects off grass that's bent in different directions. Sometimes the most impressive results come from changing direction, not buying new equipment. Hack 6. The 2-hour window professionals wait. For here's another habit most homeowners never think about. They mow whenever they have free time. Early in the morning while the grass is still covered in dew, or in the middle of a hot summer afternoon. Both seem harmless. Neither is ideal. Wet grass doesn't stand upright. Instead, it bends and clumps together. The blades can't cut it evenly. Clippings stick underneath the deck instead of being discharged. Cleanup takes longer. Deck buildup happens much faster. Now imagine mowing during the hottest part of the afternoon. The grass is already under heat stress. Removing a large portion of the leaf surface at that moment forces the plant to recover when moisture loss is at its highest. The result is often brown tips and slower recovery. Professional crews avoid both situations. Their preferred mowing window is mid-morning, after the dew has evaporated, before the day's highest temperatures arrive. The grass is dry. The blades stand upright. The mower produces cleaner cuts. Clippings spread more evenly. If mid-morning isn't possible, early evening on cooler days is another good option, because the lawn has the entire night to begin recovering before the next day's heat. The lesson is simple. Don't just mow when you're available. Mow when the lawn is ready. Hack 7. Why professionals rarely bag grass clippings. Watch a professional landscaping crew. Unless the grass is extremely long or diseased, they usually leave the clippings behind. Most homeowners do the opposite. They bag everything, because they believe clippings make the lawn look messy. Professionals know something different. Those clippings are actually free fertilizer. When short clippings are evenly distributed across the lawn, they quickly break down and return valuable nutrients back into the soil. Over an entire season, that natural recycling can provide a meaningful portion of the lawn's nitrogen needs, while improving soil health and reducing fertilizer costs. There are only a few times professionals choose to bag. The first is when the grass has grown far too long. Large clumps don't decompose quickly and can smother the grass underneath. That's exactly why the 1/3 rule matters. The second is when the lawn has an active fungal disease or contains mature weed seed heads. In those situations, removing the clippings helps prevent spreading the problem. Otherwise, the nutrients stay exactly where they belong, on the lawn, not in a trash bag. The 7 habits that change everything. Think about what we've covered today. A 1-minute tire pressure check, following the 1/3 rule, cleaning the underside of the deck, keeping blades sharp, changing your mowing pattern, choosing the right time of day, and letting healthy clippings feed the lawn. None of these habits require expensive equipment. None require years of experience. Most take only a few minutes. Individually, each improvement seems small. Together, they completely change how your lawn looks over an entire season. That's why professional lawns don't become impressive overnight. They improve because these habits are repeated every single mowing session, week after week, season after season. And once they become routine, you stop thinking about them. You simply enjoy the results. But here's something most homeowners never realize. You can follow all 7 of these habits perfectly and still end up with an expensive repair. Because while your lawn is looking better every week, a hidden problem inside the engine could be quietly getting worse. It doesn't affect the cut. It doesn't make much noise. And by the time you notice it, the damage is often already done. In the next video, I'll show you one of the most overlooked engine maintenance mistakes homeowners make, why it destroys perfectly good mowers every year, and the simple habit that can prevent it before it costs you hundreds of dollars. I'll see you in the next video.